Good evening to Swallow family. How are you doing? Hopefully, you're having an amazing day so far. I am coming in just to talk with you for a few minutes. I told you that we'll be back and forth this month because it's our anniversary month. Tin Swallow is officially 3 whole years old. We are 3 whole years old, and we are so thankful and we honor God for the opportunity just to say that we are a thriving, successful business at 3 years old. So we are thankful. I'm going to come in and talk periodically throughout this whole month, getting you excited about the things that we have going on this month. If you've been watching our posts in this page and on our Instagram, we are hosting Boobies and Brunch. Boobies and Brunch is actually a brunch that we are hosting on October the 23rd. So we have two events on October 23rd, right? So you can make one, you can definitely make the other, right? On October the 23rd, we are actually hosting Boobies and Brunch. It's a brunch. We're going to come together and one, of course, have good food, but we're going to be networking, shopping. We have some great vendors that are going to be a part of our Boobies and Brunch festivities. We're going to be just sharpening each other in our faith. We have a wonderful young lady that's actually going to be coming to speak with us at Boobies and Brunch. She's in the natural healthcare wellness profession. Her name is Erica Robinson. She is a phenomenal young lady that's going to come in and talk to us about our breast health and how to better take care of our breast and what to look for, how to be aware, all these things. So we're excited to have Erica with us for Boobies and Brunch. So Boobies and Brunch is actually going to start at 10 a.m. The doors will open at 9. You can come in, you can shop, you can look, you can socialize, but we are going to have a great time. We will have our signature pink waffles. If you haven't had them, you're missing out. And chicken, along with some other wonderful things for breakfast for Boobies and Brunch. Come out and support that. It's a wonderful event to be a part of. One is because we are bringing awareness to self-care, to knowing how to treat our boobies and how to look for signs and indications when things are not right. Sometimes women don't do monthly breast exams like they should. So we're going to talk about all those things during Boobies and Brunch. So networking, shopping, eating good food, fellowship one with another with different people you may not have met, but it's going to be amazing. That's Saturday, October 23rd. Doors open at 9, so basically from 9 to 2. The tickets for that is $50. All the proceeds from both events that day, the Boobies and Brunch and the official launching of Tin Swallow that night, will go to our community outreach. We do a large community outreach for the months of November and December, and we are looking to do it even bigger this time. We are believing God to feed at least 500 people in November and in December. For December is our Christmas in the city, so we have great expectations. On that night, October 23rd at 6 o'clock p.m. is the official launching of Tin Swallow. So I am beyond excited about that. It's really just my opportunity to honor God for what He's done, for entrusting us with the assignment. But it's going to be amazing. We're going to have a live band. We're going to have great food. Can't tell you what's going to go on. You're just going to have to come. Tickets for the launching is $75. Everything around the room will be displayed Tin Swallow of things that we have birthed and are birthing out in this season. So definitely want to be a partaker of that. Okay. Don't miss it. October the 23rd, there will be two events on the 23rd. So if you can't make one, you have an opportunity to make the other. If you can't make any of them, it doesn't stop you from making a donation. If you don't want to make a donation, you want to come out and volunteer to one of our events, November the 18th for our community feeding, and then December the 24th for Christmas in the city. And we'll be posting details on exactly our location, where we'll be at, our safety precautions that we use when we're out doing our community outreach, because we definitely want to make sure that we're safe, wearing our gloves, preferably having on long sleeve shirts, shirts, making sure that you have dual mask or mask and face shield. Make sure that we're completely protected. We go over all safety protocols when we are doing our outreach. We are being safe, we're protecting ourselves, and we also are protecting those that we come in contact with. So we'll talk more about our community outreach in the upcoming weeks, but it's definitely a major portion of what we do. That's a community of people that we know we've been called to serve, and we take great pride in doing that. So December the 24th and November the 18th are the dates of our community outreach. And all day on the 23rd is our Boobies and Brunch, and then our official launching is that evening on the 23rd. Okay. All right. So tonight we are going to talk about what did the early years of Tin Swallow look like, right? We've talked Monday about our name, our history. Our history is extremely important because it gives us clear vision on where we're going. It allows us to have an appreciation for our start, but also to reflect on where we were up until the point of where we are right now. So the early catering for us, of course, I said before that we were Ambassadors Catering before we changed, before the name changed in 2018. So the earlier catering for us was a little bit different, right? It was typical holiday catering for people. Our clients, like, they wanted their traditional Thanksgiving meals or traditional Christmas meals, or they wanted, they can't cook a macaroni and cheese, or they just wanted collard greens. It was basically your traditional meals that people wanted that they didn't want to cook themselves. We had a whole lot of that. We had a whole lot of family reunions and barbecues and things of that nature that people just wanted us to come and do that. The earlier parts of Tin Swallow, we did not have the hibachi experience. The hibachi experience is a little over a year old now. We didn't have the hibachi experience in the early part of Tin Swallow. We did not have the juicing aspect. We didn't have the detox juice line in the early stages of Tin Swallow. We had only our food, only our meal prepping. That was where we were. We just did catering, traditional catering, general catering, and meal prepping. We didn't have the detox juice line initially. And I tell people all the time, the detox juice line was originally just for me. Me and my husband just wanted to add a healthy, something healthy added on to our day-to-day. And we started the juicing. And we started to see the benefits of it. And then I started sharing what I was doing with other people, and it just kind of took off from there. So actually something that was initially intended just for me ended up where it was a blessing to other people. And I took that and really kind of dived into it to really start learning more about the juicing and learning more about what different fruits and vegetables do for your body, how it helps your body, how it balances this, how it controls this. So we took the juicing portion of it to a whole new level. The earlier years of Tin Swallow, we didn't have the seasoning line. We didn't have that either. We would always season our food really well, but we didn't have the seasoning line in the early stages of Tin Swallow. So now we have that too. We did not have the cookbook. We did not have the cookbook in the early stages of Tin Swallow. But now we have the cookbook. See? So we did not have this. We did not have our seasoning line. We did not have our detox drinks. We did not have our hibachi experience. We were just doing traditional catering. Now that we have expanded and have grown tremendously. Oh, this is an important factor. Early stages of Tin Swallow catering, it was just me. I was tired. It was just me. Now, I'm granted I am still the only cook now, right? But it was just me. I would do all of this cooking and delivering and doing all these things on my own. It was just me. My husband was here. He would deliver foods and do things for me, but it was typically just me. As we've grown in a business, it can't be just me anymore. It's me, it's my husband, our children. We have people on our team that help us when we're out doing our Ten Swallow experiences, whether we're doing our hibachis or whether we're doing traditional catering or wedding or celebrity events or whatever it is that we do. We have a team of people. So it's not just me. The business thankfully outgrew just me. And even when it was just me, it had outgrown me. But when you're in initial stages of that, and you don't really have the finances to be outsourcing work, so you just embrace the whole load, that's where I was. I was like, I'm new to this. I got to figure this thing out on my own before I invite somebody else into this chaos, right? But we are definitely organized and structured better now, and it's no way that I can do Ten Swallow, of course, without my husband, but without the help that we need to go to the next levels. We serve sometimes 85, 100 plus people at different events. We've had an event the earlier part of the year for Juneteenth during the summer where it was over 200 people that we served. So the events get larger and larger. So we definitely make sure that we have enough people to meet the need of what we have going on. So the early stages of Ten Swallow looked completely different than it looks right now. The early stages of Ten Swallow, my very first event I did, I didn't have any shirts. I didn't have branded vests or branded jackets. All I had was I was in all black, like old school. Like, I'm going to serve, black pants, black shirt. Hi, I'm your chef. I'm here, right? By the time we got to our second event, I'm like, we need to be uniformed. And I had a sweet young lady who made our initial Ten Swallow catering shirts for me. And they were so very nice that she made those shirts for me. I actually did, when I did an event for my church, I didn't have, we did our annual Thanksgiving meals that we do at our church when we had our families and friends come in and we had our own tables, right? And so I was blessed to have my pastors ask me to do that. And so I didn't have any professional attire. You know, I was looking good, don't get it twisted, but I didn't have anything branded with Ten Swallow on it. So we're in our black, all black, and I just had on some aprons. And we did a good job, right? Then as we started to grow and I knew I was taking Ten Swallow much more seriously, I was like, I need to get something to brand us. So by this time, I had done a few more other events, and I got asked to do an event for Pastor Belinda. And I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and get something because we need to get ourselves together. And when it was a service that she had invited me to come in and do, and we had our Ten Swallow shirts made. And I was like, we looking kind of dapper, right? It was pretty cool. It was amazing. And from there, we've grown to having our shirts and our jackets and our branded vests and our bow ties and all these other things that we wear. But the early Ten Swallow, we didn't have any of that. All we had was a heart to serve, in which we still do have a heart to serve. But we had no professional attire, no branded vest, no nothing. Then once I finally did get a chef's coat, I didn't have anything on it. It was just a chef coat. It looked good, but I didn't have, all the structure of business that I have now. Now we've grown. And so now not only do I have a coat and shirts and all these things. Anytime our team goes out to serve, they are also in Ten Swallow attire. We want to make sure that we continue with a very professional image. We want to make sure that we always look good, that we're clean and we're professional and our shirts are ironed. And like, I have high standards when it comes to how we present ourselves to people, and how we handle food and how we're looking when we're rendering service to our clients. That's extremely important to me. And those that come and work with us, and alongside us, they understand that as well, that that's important to us. So that is really what the early stages of Ten Swallow looked like. Now, where we're going will be totally different. I just believe that as we grow and mature in this business, that the level of expectation, it goes up, it increases. The more we go into new territory, there would be a greater requirement of us, so we can't conduct business as usual. So we'll be doing a lot of more things different. Those things will actually be talked about at the official launching of 10 Swallows. So I encourage you all to purchase your tickets, come out and support us, whether you've been a prior client of ours or whether you've just followed us on social media or whether you just want to purchase a ticket so that it'll be able to benefit our community outreach, whatever your reason is. I would love to see you on October the 23rd, just to look in your face and say thank you for praying with us. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for supporting us, because there is no 10 Swallow without God, first of all, but without the clients that support us. So we love our clients. We have had great clients over these 3 years that we have a great deal of respect and appreciation for. Repeat clients that continuously come back to us for different things in different times of the year. And that says a lot to us that we have clients that use us all the time. I literally had someone call me today, a client, and she has not been a personal client of mine, but she's been in a place with one of my repeat clients every time she's had an event and she's had my food. And she was asking me about a date, and I was like, I have something that day, but let me see what I can work on. She was like, listen, chef, I'm gonna be real honest with you. She's like, I've had the macaroni, okay? I've had the hibachi, okay? She's like, and I don't want anybody else's food. So you need to tell me what your schedule is, and I'm gonna plan my event around your schedule. I was like, okay, I appreciate that. She was like, okay, so just let me know like what you need to do. She's like, I don't want you to just drop it off. I want you to come there and serve and make sure everything is perfect, and then you can go. And I was like, okay. I said, okay, I'll figure it out and let you know. But I'm honored when people are willing to rearrange their schedule of events just so that we can be a part of it. So I appreciate that. Where we're going will require a lot more of us. You'll see a whole lot more communication from us, even weeks ahead of time. We'll have some pop-up events coming up. We will have some. We will be doing the Black Business Expo that will take place on, I want to say the date is December 18th. We will be having that expo, which is going to be phenomenal. You'll see information on that coming up real soon. But definitely make sure you follow us this month. We have a lot. Follow us permanently, right? But we will be releasing a whole lot of information this month that I feel would be essential for those that are a part of 10 Swallow family to know where we're going and know what to expect from us in this next phase of 10 Swallow as we finish out this last quarter of the year. We're releasing a lot, but we're releasing it in faith. We're not releasing anything in fear. We're releasing it, it's already done type of faith, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. Definitely go check out what we have going on. We're releasing specials every day during this month in commemoration of our 3-year anniversary. We have a meal prep special that's $99 right now for 10 meals. We have a detox drink special that's going on right now. We also have our ebook that is normally $29. The ebook right now is, I want to say it's $19. So we have a few things going on that's going to be like really, really good. Those specials are actually in tonight. They were only for 3 days, and then we'll release other specials that will go every 3 days. Those specials will change. So definitely make yourself aware of what we have going on. Keep yourself updated and informed. Remember that some key things we're dropping every time we give these lives, because someone will, at the end of this month will get a really, really good prize, right? So our hint from on Monday was, what was 10 Swallow name before we changed it? So we were not always 10 Swallow, right? Before we were 10 Swallow, we were Ambassadors Catering. Okay, so that's going to be important because you're going to need to know that. Okay. Our early years in Tin Swallow, we did not have uniforms. We did not have any branded material, and we did not have any servers per se. It was just me. We did not have our cookbook. Look for our holiday cookbook that will be released on the 23rd of this month too. We did not have our cookbook. We did not have our detox drink line. We did not have our season line. None of that was the initial phase of Tin Swallow. Okay, these are going to be things that you're going to want to remember. All right. Okay, so listen, purchase your tickets. Okay, purchase your tickets for Boobies and Brunch. Listen, guys, if you're watching this, you'd be like, I don't want to go to Boobies and Brunch. Send your wife, send your sister, send your cousin, send your friends. Buy a ticket and give it to someone. Just because it doesn't benefit you doesn't mean it won't benefit somebody else. But it will all benefit the community. It all goes back into the community. So that's going to be pretty cool. I take a great deal of pride in our community outreach. So we are excited about that. Okay. All right. So y'all have an amazing night. I just want to come in and give you these few tips for tonight. So we will be back on Monday and Thursday of next week. We'll be talking about some things. We'll be demonstrating how do you properly serve when you go to a table. Like, sometimes you have people come when they're at events and they don't know how to, pass you a plate. They don't know what side of the table to pour from. They don't know how to properly pour a drink. Or they bringing you a salad and their thumb is in your salad bowl. All kinds of stuff, right? So we'll be talking and doing demonstrations of how to properly serve at events. We'll talk about formal plate settings. We'll talk about a lot of things that are significant in the industry that we're in as it relates to service and how service should be done the excellent way, okay? Have an amazing night. Know that you are loved. Know that you are valued. Know that you are appreciated. Know that I love you with the love of the Lord. I'm always praying for you. And you guys continue to pray for us as we continue to do the work of the Father who sent us, okay? Good night. I will see you all. I'm Hobby Peak Man. I got hibachi events this weekend, so I might bring y'all in to a few of those just to see where we are and what we're doing, okay? Saturday, early day, we have a wedding. Then Saturday night, we have an hibachi, okay? All right, we'll talk about it, all right? Y'all have an amazing night. God bless you. See y'all at Boobies and Brunch or the official launching. Bye.